Crikey, mate. It's April 27th today, and first day of May going out and driving for DoorDash, because during COVID-19 there's nothing much else to do, so, you know, here we go, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Get out of the house, deliver some food, and we'll tally up how much we make at the end of the day. This is Josh, over and out. Alright, yeah, let me get the rosary out of the way. So right now we just hop in the car, about to take my first delivery. Some of the essentials that I have for today. First, Gatorade, always got to stay hydrated with the electrolytes. Also, I brought along a book, just in case, you know, times are down and we don't get as many orders. Well, at least it'll keep me occupied for a little bit. And yeah, so hopefully for today, I'm planning to drive for around maybe, let's say 2 hours, see how it goes, first day. And then from there, we'll see how it goes and see how much money we make. But definitely keep you guys updated. Really excited to be going and doing this for the first time today. So let's see how this goes. So right now we just got my first order. It's for a young lady, and we're picking up some sushi for her. So let's go get it. It's gonna be from this place, I Love Sushi. Hi. I have an order for Nelly.
Nelly?
Yeah.
Are you from DoorDash?
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. So we got that first order. About to go make the delivery. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. So I've currently been at this for 2 hours, and after 2 hours I have let me show you. I've had 4 deliveries, and I mean, with the deliveries, I guess it's a little bit of a hit or miss. It really depends on whether or not they tip well, or if you're, you know, in a busy zone. If you're in a busy zone, DoorDash actually pays out bonuses. So for like every delivery, sometimes it'll be $1, $2, depending on how busy it is. And so yeah, like on a couple of them, one of the ladies tipped really well. She tipped me $8, and then on one of them they tipped me $1. So for me, it's yeah, like I said, it's really a hit or miss depending on how well they tip. So after my 4 deliveries in 2 hours, I'm at a grand total of $35.50. So I mean, it's not bad if you think about it, concerning it breaks down to what, like around 17 something. And so yeah, like I mean, it's not bad for 2 hours of work, but when you factor in the gas, the wear and tear on your car, I mean, is it really worth it? It really depends, right? So I guess it really, yeah, like it is, like I said earlier, like it depends on the tips and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna drive for another hour-ish and see how that goes, and then I will let you guys know. Just picked up Chipotle, about to drive off to the next delivery. Chipotle took a little bit longer than I expected. I waited there for close to 15 minutes just for them to get me food, so that wasn't fun. But yeah, we'll get to our next destination now. So right now I'm waiting for my next order. It's been about a 5-minute wait already, so I've cracked open a book. Give you a little peek. Yeah, really good book. About halfway through it. Really good book on inclusion and how to be more inclusive for people, especially kids with Down syndrome. And it's written from the point of view of a mother who has 2 kids that have Down syndrome, as well as another daughter who's also adopted. So all 3 of her kids are adopted. So yeah, really good book. We've been waiting here now for a little bit, so hopefully when the next call comes, we'll be ready to go and deliver some more food. The order I'm picking up is from this Chinese restaurant here called Ken's. And the nice lady even gave me a cup of tea. So we'll just wait for the order and get that when it comes. This guy's house. So we just made it to this guy's house. I got his food here. Maybe it's me getting hungry, but it actually smells delicious. So here we go. We're about to deliver to him. Nice house in East Van out here. And according to the DoorDash thing, it says instructions with metal black gate, come in from the front, walk to the back, down the stairs. My basement unit is the one on the right. Perfect. So, hey, there you go. Oh, sorry. Do you want me to just leave it on the ground?
No.
Yeah?
It's okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Awesome. Have a good night.
You too.
So there's another one done. So that's for keeping track at home here. I think that's 6 orders today. So 6 orders. We'll see how much we make by the end of the shift. And yeah, not a bad day, I guess. I mean, we'll see how it all comes out too. But yeah. So picked up my first bubble tea order here. So we're about to deliver that. So I'll head on over there and drop it off. So the next pickup we have is from Charisma Cafe here in Chinatown. So let's come in and grab that. So I guess I have to wait and tell them that I'm here. Not sure how this is gonna work, but
use the second from the right lane to take the First Street South exit, then keep left.
Over numbers, unencumbered, numbered words. Hundreds of pages for.
Keep left.
More words than I had ever heard, and I so alive. Oh, then you and I.
In 800 meters, turn right onto West 11th Avenue.
This silence brings a moral story, more importantly evolving.
so I just finished my first shift driving DoorDash, and I guess yeah, you could say it's a bit of an experience. Couple of things that come to mind in terms of driving DoorDash. If there's a few things that kind of factor in into how well you do, and so one of the first things is obviously how well customers tip. If customers tip you well, then you obviously make quite a bit more. But if someone leaves you $1 tip, then your trip is basically just your delivery fee plus tip, the $1, and it really doesn't amount to much. The second part is how fast the restaurants actually are able to churn out food. So for example, when I went to pick up Chipotle at Metrotown, it took me about 15 minutes waiting there before the food actually came out, and that ended up delaying me quite a bit. And so for that hour I only made 1 delivery, and it was that 1 Chipotle delivery. So that was kind of a little upsetting. And then the third part is you end up driving all over the city. So I started out with my first trip in Coquitlam, and from there I ended up driving to Burnaby, and then a couple trips downtown, and then at the end of my night I ended up in the Dunbar West End area. So you know, it takes a lot of travel for you to get from place to place, and so that might be another thing you want to factor in. So it's like things like gas money, the wear and tear on your car, and just your time in general. So at the end of my shift, I drove for a total of 4 hours and 41 minutes with an actual drive time and being active. So I had a bit of time where I had to wait and sit there, and so I was reading a book and doing whatever. So with that total amount of time, the active time was 3 hours and 22 minutes where I actually was clocked in on the app driving. But my dash time, so the total time I've actually was active using the app searching for trips, was 4 hours and 41 minutes. And at the end of all that, this is the total for today. So $75.25, not a bad day for the first day. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, obviously you would like to make more, but some customers just don't tip as well. But it kind of ended off like, it was kind of weird driving for DoorDash because it brought back this like sense of nostalgia. Because as a kid, my dad, when I was probably 5 or 6, being an immigrant and coming to Canada, he drove pizza delivery as his first job in Canada. And so I remember going along with him on these trips, and it kind of just brought me back to where I started from. I mean, yeah, like now I have a good job, I'm in university, and hopefully, you know, by whatever measure of success, I'll be able to be successful one day. But I think it just kind of reminded me, yeah, like I came from pretty humble beginnings, and to kind of not forget that. And at the end of the day too, like sometimes, you know, you get a pretty inflated ego doing, you know, while because of the fact that, you know, whatever, I'm in school doing this, whatever. But I think it kind of humbled me a little bit today, just kind of reminded me of that, reminded me that even my dad at one point, one of the heroes of my life, was doing something as menial as this. But also to respect the drivers and just treat them with a newfound kind of appreciation was what I got from today. Especially with the fact, a lot of times, you know, when we think about tipping, we're like, why do we need to tip so much? Oh, like, why should we give them more money? Well, a lot of these people are counting on these as a daily job. And so if we have a little bit of extra, why not give them an extra $3, $4? It really does brighten your day. Because for me, like, when I got a $14 tip from a lady, I was sitting there, I'm like, wow, like, this lady's amazing. This was awesome. And then on another trip, I got a $1 tip, and I was kind of pretty downtrodden. So it really does make a difference. And, you know, I think this whole experience was pretty cool. I'm not sure when I'll drive next, but yeah, whenever I do, I will definitely try and bring everybody along for the ride. But that is me now, over and out. Crikey, let's put the shrimp on the barbie. I'm about to head out, and yeah, have a great night.